last one is another big question. Jackson, you can start us off. As I'm sure you are aware, over the last 3 days before the U.S. Supreme Court, the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act has been argued. Do you agree with this law? And if the Supreme Court would strike down this law, would you advocate for stronger legislation in the future to provide health care for all Americans?
I am in favor of the Affordable Care Act. I think that there are certainly some ways that it can be improved, but I certainly hope that the Supreme Court does not strike down this law, which was passed by the democratically elected branch of our government. There's a lot of misinformation about the Affordable Care Act, but it does three main things. It requires insurance companies to treat people fairly. It makes sure that people aren't discriminated against based on pre-existing conditions. It requires insurance companies to keep parents' dependents on insurance until they're 26. It removes lifetime caps. All good things that I agree with. It requires everyone to have insurance, and it provides assistance for those Americans that can't afford it themselves. And the funny thing is, this is actually a bipartisan idea. This idea is supported and was passed by the Republican frontrunner. So I don't know why there has been so much misinformation and why there's so much controversy, and I certainly hope that the Supreme Court does not strike this law down.
Rick?
I wholeheartedly support the Affordable Care Act. Obviously, Medicare has been a fabulous program for senior citizens. It's government health care. And every day, I see medical miracles at the senior center. So do all of you. If the Supreme Court does strike down the Affordable Health Care Act, then we come back with a single-payer system proposal. And that will pass Supreme Court muster, because it should never be determined what type of care your child who has cancer gets because of the job that you have. That's an abomination. It's got to go. It's not fair. It's not fair in any sense of the word, from the perspective of Christian ethics to the perspective of an effective economic-based economy.